To be empowered, today we're going to talk about goals. That's right, let's talk about goals. Goals are just so important and such an important component of obtaining personal or career success that I felt let's do a whole segment on goals. Let's look at step-by-step ways to build and create goals. So you might ask me, well, how do I create goals? So definitely the very first piece of goal setting and creating goals is you have to identify a vision. What do you want your life to look like? What do you want to change in your life? What are you passionate about? What do you think would bring more happiness to your life? And this could be whether it's a personal goal, a career change, a career goal. Start to think about what you may be passionate about and what you would like to change in your life. And when I say that, I often will hear people say the roadblocks that immediately come right into their mind. And those roadblocks are things that immediately provide the feeling of this cannot happen. This will not happen. So roadblocks could be financial concerns. They could be geographical restraints. There could be needs of others within your family system that may make something more difficult. But roadblocks do not mean that it is impossible. So we have to not only first figure out our passions and identify our vision, we also have to know what are the roadblocks that are in our life, that are in our minds. Because sometimes they seem too big that they almost become fearful to us and can paralyze us and keep us very stuck. And again, keep us in that place of it can't happen. And remember, if we believe that something cannot happen, it won't. So we want to be able to identify those roadblocks and start moving past them. And one important piece that anybody will have to really ask themselves is the passion, the desire, the interest, the happiness, is all of that something that is worth conquering the roadblock or working through the roadblock? If you're still not sure, ask yourself this specific question. If money, location, time constraints, other needs, whatever that roadblock is, if that was not a factor, what would you change in your life? Allow that question in itself to begin to create your vision. Vision without any restrictions. And see what comes up. And give yourself the opportunity to stop and think for a moment, what if? The next part is now focusing on that vision. So you have identified your vision, you know what the roadblocks are, but I am left with a feeling of what if? What if this is a possibility? Now I need to put focus on my vision. And this vision is what I want to see change, and now I really need to be honest with myself when I look at that vision. What is it? And I need to be honest with myself. Am I willing to put effort into this vision to make this reality, to make a change in my life? Am I willing to be more determined in moving forward and overcoming roadblocks and trying to get past that place of being stuck? And when you feel you are ready, when you feel like, yes, I am ready to see what the possibilities are, we're ready for the next step, which is turning your vision into ideas. And this means now it's time to really brainstorm. Start mapping out ideas that will help you to bring your vision to life. So I would suggest grab a whiteboard. Start writing down and generating every idea you can think of without limitations, without restrictions, without judgment. Just write them down. You may be surprised at what comes to your mind when you allow it to be open and free. When you allow yourself to actually think about your vision being reality, it's actually somewhat exciting too. And that's what we want to bring forth, is the excitement, the motivation, the possibilities as we generate ideas to turn this vision into one step closer to reality. And you may find as you're writing things down that you have created similar ideas that can be put into categories. You may find that you can then branch things off and one idea spurs a whole bunch of other ideas. And that is so powerful and so creative to be able to move forward in visions becoming reality. So now from really brainstorming ideas, grabbing that whiteboard, even creating a vision board. And a vision board is kind of like when you were younger, and this is especially for girls. I remember doing this when I was like 12 years old and cutting out things out of magazines, like pictures and words and things that really resonated for me, and gluing them to a piece of cardboard. This is also similar to what a vision board is. And now men and women alike are creating vision boards, creating a board that gives a visual effect, empowerment words, words of strength, words of direction, words of focus that you can see that becomes that visual reinforcement towards your goals. And creating this and then putting it somewhere where you can see it, hanging it in an office, hanging it in your bedroom, putting it in your closet door. So every time you open it, there it is. Putting pictures that reflect a goal. It could be a career goal. So putting a picture of someone who's in that career. It could be a geographical location you'd love to move to, a picture of that environment. Whatever it is, your goal is your goal. And the beauty of it is this is about you identifying what that is, really brainstorming those ideas, and now trying to transform them into visuals to help you move forward and to now turn those ideas into goals. And after you've generated lists and you have ideas and it spurred so many things, and you may even created your own vision board or have pictures of what you see that you would like, now it's time to transform these ideas, these lists, these categories into goals. And when you're working with goals, you're looking at short-term goals and long-term goals. So short-term goals are actions that you do to first start to build the foundation needed for success of a long-term goal, to reach the goal and to be able to start creating the foundation for it. And a short-term goal could simply be making a phone call, returning or creating an email or a text. Or it could be something that requires a little more action or a little bit more dedication and time that has more sustained attention, such as research, planning, making some sort of plan, networking with those who potentially may do something in a career field or have some sort of success that you wish to attain yourself or that you find could be gratifying in your own life. So starting with those short-term goals and writing them down and checking them off as it's done and putting some attention to those things. And no matter what short-term goal you use at any given time, it is meant for the purpose of moving forward towards your vision of your goals and your future plans. And then we help to roll into our long-term goals, which are that long-term. So they will require different phases, different stages of goal setting. They will create what is going to be maybe the ultimate vision, but obviously done in steps that will take longer time. And also, long-term goals are about providing the stability, the structure, and the maintenance to your goals. So long-term goals are your milestones. One milestone leads to the next part of your vision to get to your goal. And everyone's goal is going to be different, and everyone's ultimate vision is going to be different. But this helps propel that each stage that you build upon the previous one helps propel you towards your vision of success. Again, whether it's personal or professional. And the best part about goals, which is why I think it's so important and one of the most important components of empowerment, is the fact that goals lead to change. When we focus on goals and we actively work on them, change is bound to occur. It's with change that we grow as individuals. It's with change that we grow in different areas of our life. Change equals growth, and growth occurs in so many areas that you give attention to. And I think that's really important, is growth occurs only with what you give attention to. That could be growth of a relationship, growth of a career plan, growth of, a personal plan for, geographical location change, whatever that might be. But the best thing also about empowerment and growth is that growth helps you see your inner strength. You feel empowered in your life when you grow and you do something different and there is change. And you really get to see what you're made of. And that is so exciting and so motivating. And you do feel empowered. So all together, it's an amazing experience when you see what you have envisioned, what you have realized is a vision, what you have discovered as a vision for yourself, come to life and become your reality. So I wish continued focus and empowerment for everyone out there, and to start thinking about your visions, looking at your roadblocks, moving past or through your roadblocks, and start creating your goals to your future success. I wish you all an empowered day.